Is Rita for those who do not know me. And on today's episode, I want to talk about why I think the conservative movement will come scrambling down in 2025. Let's be honest, because I feel like a lot of their talking points has been focused more so on common sense than the truth. And the Word of God tells us that to sanctify them in the truth, Thy word is the truth, meaning that God's word is the truth. And the word sanctify means to consecrate, to prepare, to dedicate, to separate, right? Holy. It means holy, to be set apart. You know, our goal as Christians, or as believers or ministers, if you're going to claim that you know Christ, is to set, you know, people apart, to give them the word of God, because that's truly what sets us apart, right? And to give them the truth, which is the word of God. And I feel like a lot of, conservative um, commentators are not really leading people to the truth, which is the word of God. And if we're not leading people to the truth, and then our work is done in vain, right? So yeah, that's the reason. Number one, I feel like the conservative movement will come scrambling down. We have to proclaim that Christ is the Lord, and that He's the truth, the way, and the life. And a lot of our beliefs and our perspective is based on the Word of God, and not just common sense, not what the researchers says, or not what the statistics are saying, but more so on the word of God. Because research and common sense for me tends to fluctuate, right? Today they can find that research found this, and tomorrow it's not the same case anymore. But the word of God is forever settled, and His truth is forever settled. He's the way, the truth, and the life, and that God will never change. And if we're not doing that, if we're not pointing people to that direction of finding the truth for themselves, and pointing them into the direction of reading the word of God for themselves, then we are, in my opinion, doing people a disservice, because we're not leading them to the truth, the Christ, the person who's the way, the truth, and the life. Because ultimately, our life here is to lead other people to Christ, right? To be that good example, to minister them the gospel, which is the too good to be true news of what Christ has done and did for us. And yeah, if we applaud ourselves to be on the Lord's side, that we are doing God's work and that we are committed to the truth, I think it is important for us to really truly lead people to the ultimate truth, which is the word of God. Because we cannot claim to being committed to the word of to being committed to the truth without being committed to the word of God. So yeah, except for obviously our girl Candace, I feel like she's doing her best. She is trying to proclaim that Christ is the Lord, and yeah, that is in itself great. I love it, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you again next time.